Before we even start, I actually have a question for you. And this is, if something great. You were recently...
I have a follow-up question, too, but...
You were recently in Vermont, right?
Yeah.
Is that where you went? You went on a ski trip.
Yeah, I don't ski.
How'd that go?
Oh.
Did you attempt to legitimately ski?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, you've never tried this shit before.
I have 2 huge bruises on the side of my ass, so...
Okay. Now, is that from skiing,
Yes.
or is that from the follow-up question that I had for you, which is, you went with a lot of dudes.
I did.
Good friends of the show.
Right.
Any gay activity?
Only cuddling.
That's gay enough.
No.
I mean... Ooh, anything like that? Oh, fuck yeah. A little ASMR in there. I poured way too much. You can pour yourself. I don't want to give yourself.
Pour myself.
We're drinking Bird Dog today for this episode. Get it in there. Get it in there.
Not made of bird or dogs.
Hey, we don't know that.
That's too much.
I mean, just babysit it if you have to. We don't know what's in this. This could be bird. This could be dog shit and bird piss muddled up.
I hope so.
So yeah, Bird Dog, sponsor the show. You know what I mean?
With salted caramel, though.
So you got bruises on your ass.
Well, yeah.
Bruises on your ass now.
Sign up for the Whiskey Talks OnlyFans.
I mean, we might get there.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, you might not be down for some shit, right? If it gets to that point. But I'll pull the dick out. I'll sling some dick.
I've shown my dick to enough people. It's...
Yeah.
Who didn't ask for it? That's not... we shouldn't say that.
Some non-consensual dick flashes.
That's not... We're going to not...
Yo, cheers really quick. I need this anyway. All right.
There it is.
I like this.
Oh, wow.
Right?
It's very sweet.
Yeah. Kind of like... I want to give some insight. I know we already started about ass bruises, but I want to give some insight. We've already recorded an episode.
Yeah.
But we said, fuck that. And that is for many reasons. That was because of some...
Not verbatim, but yeah.
I did, verbatim.
Right. He said out loud, fuck that.
I remember post-editing, once we finished the first episode, I just wasn't satisfied for the most part. And that was mostly due to video quality and a couple of rookie mistakes that I made. And things that, we're not going to do. Like, last names was bad.
Right.
We're not doing that. So that maybe we'll throw some clips from that out there eventually one day. But for now, this is going to be our first episode of the Whiskey Talks podcast. And for those of you that are tuning in, welcome. Very soon from now, shit's going to get off the rails. The fact that we haven't already, this is great. This is a great start for me because we haven't said anything that can get either of us arrested yet.
Are we sure? I just said I showed my dick to people.
Well,
So that's not...
Those are usually friends, right? Have you shown your penis to anybody that wasn't like your friend? Like, no. Close enough, right?
No, they at least knew my name.
That's
you know?
That's good.
Sounds bad.
That's a good first start.
Well, that was more of a joke, but yeah, no, it's not. Not that they knew my name. They knew my name. It's just that...
You had establishment.
Right.
Which I haven't shown many people my penis.
I haven't seen it.
I haven't shown many people my penis really at all. I mean, there's a clear group of people that I've shown my penis to.
He refuses to have sex with his fiance. It's crazy. She's like, fuck me. And he's like, no, I need to work on the podcast. And she's like, fuck me already. And
well, you know what? That actually brings me to kind of something important. Something that I've been preaching for a very long time.
Right.
Right? I think I started preaching this back in 2017, which is 6 years ago.
Did you check your watch for what year that was? Yeah.
Yeah, I got it all in there.
It's on the year. The year's on the watch.
Abstinence. This has been a part of my life for a long time. Specifically when I'm sorry?
Me too, but keep going. I'm not interrupting. I'm just interjecting.
Because I knew.
Yeah.
Abstinence has been a real part of my life, specifically in the year.
3,000?
In the ear.
what is it? Year 3000. Not much has changed, but
We live underwater.
yeah, we live underwater.
Yeah.
And
Speaking
your
of
great
granddaughter,
I'm gonna start that. And your great granddaughter is so fine.
that's kind of fucked
So
up,
fine.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was a different time.
Hold on. Speaking of
It was a
abstinence,
different time,
that
Jonas
was first of all
Brothers.
that was an amazing.
Speaking of abstinence, Jonas Brothers.
That's
Is
what
that
I'm
you-
saying. That's
yeah.
amazing because we're talking about abstinence and the Jonas Brothers back in we'll call it the year 3000.
Wow.
The
that was
Jonas
synced up.
Brothers were big purity ring guys.
Yeah.
Big purity ring
Yeah.
guys. Can I say something?
Not cock ring, finger rings, but
Do we know that?
we don't.
Can I? Do you think they really were though? You think they were
No.
about that abstinence life?
No.
Because they were in their prime. They're like late teens,
I'm gonna
early
be
20s
honest.
or something
If
like that.
if I'm putting myself in the shoes of a Jonas Girls fangirl,
Yeah.
in the year 3000, you know what I mean?
You're sucking that dick.
Oh,
Whose dick you sucking? I'm sucking one of their dicks. And we're going to get into this.
it always comes to this. Which Jonas brother would you suck off? I think Joe.
First of all, before I respect that, who's sucking Kevin? He's a good dude. Don't
His
get me
wife.
wrong. His wife. There you
His
go.
wife.
See, you won, Kevin. You won.
His wife.
But I love that this conversation went this way because I was going to talk about abstinence, refrain, maintain, and abstain. 3 words that I live by. But I'm glad we actually segued over to the Jonas Brothers through the use of abstinence and purity rings because I think it brings me back to a topic that I kind of want to re-dive into because, we are scrapping the episode that we recorded before this.
Redive means to dive in again. Keep going.
Thanks. And I really kind of... You might not want to do this, and I'm okay with that. But I am very comfortable in my sexuality. I believe you are too, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about in the first episode what percentage of gay we both thought we were, and we came to a pretty consensus conclusion that I told you at the time that I was 90% straight, 10% gay on the spectrum that is gay and straight, right?
We should start it off by saying no one is 100%. And if you're 100% straight,
Probably lying.
you're probably 100% gay.
That is a phenomenal point because anybody I feel like that really wants to enforce being 100% straight isn't comfortable enough with being straight because
Right.
they're probably gay.
Yeah.
And so I was 90-10. You originally said 60-40, and then we kind of dove into it a little bit and we agreed 70-30 is probably a closer estimate.
Because I feel like if I'm 60-40, then I have to be at least a little gay, and I don't really think I am.
I don't think you are.
I just have gay tendencies.
So then would you say 70-30 is fair, or would you kind of boost that?
I'd give myself a little Madden rating up,
Yeah?
Give myself a nice
You had
little
a good
Madden
week.
rating and speed and
Yeah.
agility and catching and all that.
Yeah,
But,
you had a good week. Madden updated, you had a good week.
yeah.
So what are you at right
Chad
now?
Ochocinco said, you know what, you're getting boosted up.
8-5.
Ocho Cinco. It's the only thing I know in
So then-
Spanish because high school wouldn't let me take a language
That's a
class.
phenomenal analogy.
Hmm.
Madden rating for being gay. We have ratings for being. That's great. That's a phenomenal analogy. In that case, that puts me at a 90 overall, which sounds great, right?
But the highest you could be is a 99 overall.
But that also implies that being straight is better than being gay, which it's not.
And we're not saying that the 99 Madden overall rated Aaron Donald is gay. That's not what we're doing. This is something completely separate.
Well, can I say something, by the way? That
What?
would put Michael Sam as the highest rated player in Madden history. Would it not? You remember Michael Sam, don't you?
The gay man.
The gay man that was drafted by the Rams several
The gay
years
man.
ago. I would also like to say I thought he was good. I don't know how he didn't. But anyway,
I don't know who he's talking about.
you don't remember Michael Sam?
I guessed when I said the gay man. I just thought that's where it was going.
Well, I mean, yeah. So Michael, I don't remember what year it was. This is not terribly long ago. It might have been like 2016 draft or something like that. I'm trying to remember the school that he played for, but I won't. So forgive me for that. I would have to look it up, but I don't have my phone on me because we're recording with it. Michael Sam entered the draft as like an edge rusher for the NFL, and he didn't go
oh,
high.
he rushes at the edge, I
Oh,
bet.
dude. Oh, he really good with tight
And
ends.
we love it. It's not in a negative
But
way.
he, right around the draft process time, came out. Well, he was already openly gay. Like he was basically saying, "Oh, I'm an openly gay player," going into the NFL draft. And it's kind of sad that kind of was the story going to the draft as opposed to him just being a player going to the
Right.
draft. But he was, I guess, the first really like actually openly gay NFL athlete, and he was drafted by the Rams, and I don't believe he ended up making the cut because he was a very late round pick. I thought he was going to be better than that. But when it comes to a gay Madden, he would have been a starter
Yeah.
on a one man. Well, probably not a one man team. It
Well,
was probably
him and Carl Nassib.
Nassib. That's right. He would be the best openly gay player in the NFL right now, right?
Yeah.
And that's great.
Now,
I'm proud.
what about the closeted ones, though?
That's where I wanted to get
That's where
into it because
that's where it gets muddy.
give yourself that rating, by the way, really quick.
Oh, of course, we're getting away from that.
We'll just establish it because I said 90-10, and honestly, I'm starting to lean more towards like an 87.
You know,
I've had some gay moments the last couple of weeks, especially with my coworkers. No, not gonna tell everybody where I work, but
right.
that was another rookie mistake in the first episode. We dropped that shit like a bomb. Nagasaki, anyway.
And Hiroshima, but 1-2 punch.
But what would your rating be?
You know, I think I'm a solid.
Solid rock hard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say I'm an 87. I'm gonna lower myself a little bit.
Maybe a nice,
Don't think too hard.
nice 85.
85. Okay.
85.
I disagree with you. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't.
I think you're above an 80, without a doubt.
Thank you.
I think you're above an 80. I thought 60-40 was wild, but I also think that was in the moment. We were talking about our celebrity crushes that are men.
And then I was thinking about Chris Evans and
how could you not feel a little bit more gay in those moments? I think
I did watch The Great
85
Man
I don't
this
think is
weekend.
ridiculous. I would have gone 83 because I think you and I are relatively close.
Right.
I think that our justification on the gayest thing that we would do for $10, I said I would let one of my male friends hug me from behind, fully clothed for 30 seconds. You said you'd French another dude. I think that creates a
Wait,
little bit
that's
of a
the
gap.
gayest thing you do?
I said I would think more on it,
It's
but
not
I
even
didn't.
gay.
It's on this.
Fully
It's on the gay
clothed,
spectrum.
Hug from the back?
Yeah, I'll let another grown man, friend of mine, hold me from behind, pressed up against my
That's
back.
not gay.
I'm not saying it is, but that's why I'm not as gay. I feel like that's probably
If that's gay, then I'm gay. I'm sorry.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like the whole conversation was based off of just $10 not being a lot of money.
Right.
So I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I have probably had that happen for free. You know what I mean? So there's the likelihood of me doing more, I guess, is there. You said you'd French another dude. I'll tell you right now, I'm not Frenching another dude.
I'm not sure if I would, though. I think I was feeling great then. You know, I was thinking of Chris Evans and
I agree with you.
And,
I also think that gayness fluctuates.
Jason Statham and,
Yeah, he's a smoke.
What a thumb.
Yeah, but he pulls that
He's more
shit
of a
off,
finger.
though.
He's more of a finger
But
than
he
a
pulls
thumb.
that off, though. Jason Statham is the sexiest bald man off the top of my head I can think of.
Ooh, make your well, this might be a little all over the place. So I might just start. Maybe I'll ask you a question. Are you ticklish?
I think it depends on the spot, but not typically. I've not really been tested. Want me to get into why I don't like to be tickled really quick? It's a really quick story, and it'll make you a little uncomfortable. I love my father now. I'm kidding, yo. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I don't know. I got pressure points, I think. I don't really like being tickled. Am I a ticklish man? For the most part, no. I imagine there's probably spots that'll get me, though.
You know, I just haven't been touched in that way in a while, so I don't know.
You've been tickled.
Not in a while.
Yeah, but you're a grown
You
man
know-
now. You shouldn't be tickled too much.
No.
Victoria and I are engaged. She doesn't tickle me.
Would you
She like pinches me, which drives me up the fucking wall. But
shoves a finger over your
what's
ass?
the point that you're about to make with that?
I was just going to ask you if you were ticklish. I didn't really have
I thought you had a follow up to that.
No.
Where were we?
It
before
was
the
just
tickling?
it was more of a disarming question. But
Yo, fucking great. So I'm gonna take a step back here.
right.
Back to the Jonas Brothers during that time of their career, and then we talked about gate ratings. You said 85. I'm cool with that. I said 87. If you say 85, I'm going up to a 90 because I think there is a little bit more of a gap between the two of us than 2 points.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think 5 points. You know, because we're not that far off, but we're a little. There's a gap. You know what I mean? And like for instance, you've openly shown your penis to multiple people in our friend group. I haven't. I'm not sure there's a male that's ever seen my penis. Now that I think about it.
Whoopsie.
Except for like my father when I was a kid, maybe.
Right.
In a normal way, mind you, not in a hey son, nice cock and balls.
Want to see this? Yeah.
Can I tell a great story?
Sure.
You know what? This is first episode. You guys are gonna learn something about me. You don't know this, I don't think.
There he goes, assuming your gender, assuming you're all fucking guys.
You know, this is a story that's honestly.
There's only one gender.
We'll get into that. We'll get back to the Jonas Brothers because I really actually do have something I want to like a theory on them, but. This is probably the only story. I'm not a person that gets embarrassed because I don't know. I don't really fucking care. Like things that are embarrassing, I actually usually just find funny. Yeah. Especially about myself. So that's why I want to tell this because I think this is actually a funny story. I make small penis jokes all the time. Right. I think small penis jokes are top tier gay comedy.
I just think penises are funny in general.
Oh, hilarious. Yeah. Phallic items in general. But
anything too big or too small is absolutely hilarious.
I spoke just now about my dad probably being the only like man that has ever seen my penis, and that might not be accurate because I played football.
The doctor was maybe a man. Or
doctors have seen my penis, yes. I will. This kind of ties into the story. Doctors seeing my penis. When I was about 2 years old, I was potty trained, but I was short as fuck. Right, obviously 2 years old. My penis was. I was just tall enough to get my penis onto like the bowl to piss into the toilet. So I'm 2 years old. We're living in Long Island at the time, I believe. And I go to piss in the toilet. My father's taking a shower in the same bathroom. My dad never locked the door. I went in there. I started taking a piss. And shout out to my mom because I love you very much. But Jesus Christ, this was the worst decision you could have made when you had a small young man child. My mom loved decorating the house in the nicest and most ridiculous ways. And one of those ways was decorative toilet seats. She had a glass toilet seat that inside the glass was like a beach. It had sand, it had shells, it had stones. But this fucking toilet seat was heavy as fuck. You probably already know where I'm going with this. So I'm sitting there. I'm small, 2 years old. I got my bulbous balls and my penis on like the lip of the thing. And I'm holding up the toilet seat, which is heavy. My bulbous
balls and my presumptuous penis.
And at that time, for a 2-year-old, I don't know this for sure. Kid could have been hung. I don't know. But I'm taking a piss, and my dad's taking a shower. So it's steamy in there. So there's a layer of like, condensation probably on the toilet. It slips out the fuck out of my hand. Smack right on my fucking cock. Yo. This shit, I swear to God, had to have been at minimum 10 pounds, that toilet seat. And it came down and it crushed my penis. To which I began to scream in pain. Terrified. Yeah, I know you got something on the tip of your tongue there.
No.
No? Oh, you will.
Still holding my breath from the thought.
Dude, you will. So I'm starting to scream. And all I remember, and I have a very good memory for the most part. It's starting to deteriorate because of certain other medical reasons, but... we'll get into that one day too. But I have a really good memory. In my early childhood, I actually do have some photographic memories of when I was a kid. And I distinctly remember my father, sudsy and soaped up, getting out of the shower and like figuring out what the fuck was wrong with me. And then he sees my.
Is this the story of your sexual awakening?
No. 2 years old, bro. I'm not sure I knew any of that.
Suds up daddy?
I just remember my dad was like, probably had soap in his hair or something. He was in mid-shower, is basically my point.
Soapsy suds up daddy, yeah.
Okay. He gets out of the shower and he's trying to figure out what's going on. Then eventually, obviously, he sees my penis is looking like mincemeat. I don't remember what happens between this point and when I get to the hospital, but I know that in the transition of me going to the hospital, because my mom and my dad took me to the hospital, and I'll tell you why. My penis was fucking bright purple and swollen. Like, it fucked my shit up, dude. They thought my dick was going to fall off. I thought my dick was going to fall off at 2 years old.
Right.
I swear to God, on my life, this is a true story. If you want verification, ask Victoria, ask my mother.
What? Okay? Does your penis look different?
We're getting there.
Really?
It doesn't. Disclaimer. It doesn't. But so we go to the hospital. I'm 2 years old, and all I know is my dad has been holding my penis, I think, most of the time.
That's hot.
And again, I don't really know because I think I'm somewhere around 2 years old. We go to the hospital. They
And
explain what happened.
you were like in that really horny haze where you didn't really know what was happening, but you were like,
well, no, I was 2 years
fucking
old. There was
good.
nothing horny about it.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything going on. It was like two. Like
No, I know.
I think genuinely at max I was 3 years old. Like I was really young.
Right.
And we get to the hospital, and they figure out hey, his penis is gonna be fine. They do whatever they got to do. I don't remember what they did, but they said my penis is gonna be fine. Eventually, everything goes back to normal. Probably less than 24 hours. My dick's fine. Nothing ever happened to my penis. It hasn't grown since then. Since I was 2 years old, I have the same baby penis. But that's like that came to mind when we talked about my dad being the only person that's seen my. What are you trying to take a gander?
You said baby penis. I don't.
Is it my
You
penis?
must have had a fat penis as
Perfectly.
a kid.
I'll tell you right now. I don't know.
Your penis grew before
don't
everything
know.
else.
I don't know, bro. All I know is you would think that might have stunted my growth or something, but I think I have a perfectly good penis. OnlyFans when we start one.
Talks OnlyFans.
If we ever start a Patreon, maybe I'll take the dick out. Why not? Nah, I'm not
Take it
doing
out
that.
for a walk.
I'm not doing that.
No.
I think I'll do drag.
Yeah.
You can do drag.
Yeah. I'll drag my nuts across your face. Yeah.
Holy shit.
But I would also do drag.
I would do drag.
Yeah.
I think that would be like a goal.
I already have the fake tits.
You do.
So that
Why
wouldn't
don't
have
you
to
tell
be-
that story? You want to tell that story or you don't want to tell that story?
Wow. Where do I start?
That's up to you. This is up to you
Yeah.
if you want to tell that story. Anything personal to you, I'm leaving up to you.
Where do I start?
Well, why don't you explain it? First of all, you want to tell a story?
Yeah, why not?
Why don't you explain why you have fake tits?
Why I have fake tits.
And this will probably be something that.
And not like implants. Like they're not.
Oh yeah, no, like
Yeah.
costume tits.
Yeah.
Explain.
But they're not exactly costume tits. Because the cool thing,
Sorry.
I may hate Jeffrey Bezos, and we'll go out and say that on a limb.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Amazon ain't sponsoring
He's
us.
not.
I don't think.
He's not watching. He doesn't give a fuck about us. He doesn't give a fuck.
But if
about
you are
anybody.
watching-
he's the Monopoly man. He's evil. He's fucking Lex Luthor. Okay, but anyways, but what's cool about him is he has everything on his little Jeffrey Bezos site, including fake tits, where.
They're like silicone or something.
Yeah,
like that, right?
yeah. Where they just kind of like strap on.
I thought it was like a shirt,
No, it's like a chest plate.
like a bra.
Almost.
Okay.
Yeah, but it has like a bat. It has like a yeah.
I haven't seen
It
them
has the
there.
straps. It has the straps on.
So yeah, it's kind of a bra.
So it's basically a bra, but it has
But it
tits
has the
attached
tits.
to it. Yeah, and it even has nipples and everything.
It
It's
was.
very.
I think they looked.
It's very anatomically
They look like.
correct.
If
yeah.
this makes sense, they look like authentic fake tits.
Yes, because they are. I got an email after I purchased these fake tits it was for a Halloween costume to go as Miss Piggy from the Muppets.
That's probably my favorite costume you've ever worn.
I want to improve upon it this year,
That was
if I can.
also that party.
But-
That Halloween party was one of my favorite nights we've ever had as a group. But I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Why do you?
And it's not exactly a what's it called? It may be an offensive costume, but
I don't think
it's
so.
fine.
Why would it be offensive?
No, it's not.
Because there's
and,
tits?
and no, if it is offensive, I'm
Why,
sorry.
you find
No.
you find
Hold
tits
on.
and nipples
Well,
offensive, Colin?
No. I hear. I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm sorry if you find it offensive. And I'm sorry you're such a pussy. That you think that's offensive. that I can dress as an anthropomorphic pig from a kid's show. So, so I order the tits and
Tits
I
show
should-
up.
Yeah, well, I get an email, like the confirmation email, like, oh, thank you for purchasing.
You have your own
your
Amazon
fake
account, or is
tits.
it like your parents?
I do
got
have
that?
my own.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Prime member?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're paying Bezos all that.
Oh,
dough.
oh, absolutely. Yeah, I hate him, but I'll give him all my money.
He's got a great product. Let's be real.
He's got a great site on Mr. Jeffrey Bezos. Go to MrJeffreyBezos.com. He's got a great selection of kitchen
Everything.
utensils.
Everything.
Um,
There's not an item that you can't get off of Amazon.
anything you need, it's on JeffreyBezos.com.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, JeffreyBezos.com.
Yeah. You haven't heard about the rebranding they're going through?
No.
They were Amazon.
Is this real? Or you,
They got it's like the same thing with Facebook and Meta.
so it's like multi names.
Well, no, it's not. They're dropping Amazon completely.
But Facebook is still Facebook.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't logged on Facebook since
I mean, I have
the
the
last
app
time
on
they
my
were
phone.
relevant
It's still
in
an F.
2012.
Ooh, excuse me. It's still an F, like the Facebook logo. I mean, I don't fucking know, dude.
What are
The
they gonna do,
metaverse,
put
I
an
find
M?
to be both the most confusing
Yeah,
and the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Oh,
I would love to get into this, but
let's
I really
just
want you
shit
to
on
finish.
millionaires. Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg.
Can you? I want you to finish. I really want because I promise I could go off in the metaverse.
I haven't gotten to the email. I love that I take fucking forever to get to my.
Oh,
point.
I do, dude. I do the same.
So I get the email and it's congratulating me on my transition.
No way.
I told you about this.
I don't think I've ever heard this.
Oh wow.
You got an email that says congratulations on your transition because
Yeah.
you bought fake tits.
Yeah. Not word for word, but pretty much. I believe it was funny, you know.
That's wild.
Yeah, and yeah.
So you get the email. That's it for the email part.
Well, yeah. It just was congratulating me on my transition, which is very nice of them. But I wasn't going through a transition.
Do you think
I'm already transformed into a beautiful, beautiful butterfly.
Not sure where you're going with that one.
So sad.
Jesus.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I am. I'm not.
I don't think.
No.
I think any young man that purchases a set of fake tits
Right.
does
Is it
one of two
It's a
things.
specific type of man.
Actually, I don't think does one of two things. I think does both of two things. Guaranteed. One of those is wear them, clearly. Wear them, play with them, you know. I got tits
I know
now.
where you're going with this.
The other one is to fuck them. The other one is to
You
titty.
know-
We don't have to.
No, we can. So that's the next part of this. You do the Miss Piggy. Oh, it's funny. Oh, this man's dressed as an anthropomorphic slutty pig. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, he's got tits. That's crazy. Can I motorboat him? Wow.
Which we all did.
Yeah, and
Friends.
Then, but see, here's the thing.
We'll just say friends.
Here's the thing. I've taken that to multiple Halloween parties throughout the years. So someone got it before I used them. So, and some of them got them after I used them. And it wasn't like something that I knowingly was an evil person that was like,
And I think that we've
I'm
gotten to the point where we've understood that. And
Right.
It's just a simple thing. Like, the whole idea
I think
is
time-
we
enough
motorboated
time-
a pair of fake tits in which you put your penis on.
Yeah, more than put it on, rubbed it against vigorously. But
Did it work, though?
yes,
It got you through?
yeah, multiple times.
Multiple times.
But because here's the part where I defend myself for fucking a fake pair of tits.
Fuck them. You don't have to defend yourself.
Fuck
We get it.
'em. I
got
already
you.
did. How you doing?
Hey, boom.
No, you don't. But what's the you put 1,000 men in a room, right? And you put 1,000 pair of fake tits in a room.
Okay.
The majority of those men are going to fuck the fake tits. I just think don't.
I'm not. Look, I'm just digesting what you're saying. I don't have an opinion on it yet.
How's it taste?
Victoria's home.
Honey.
That's what that background noise is. Hope I lose.
So
I mean, you're not. Yeah, 1,000 men, 1,000 fake tits. someone's.
At least 500 of those people are going to fuck.
So you're saying at least half. I don't think
more. I think at least more than half.
I'll tell you right now. I think your analogy.
I think the other half are.
I think your logic is correct. I think your analogy is flawed. Because I think if we were just in a room with 1,000 men and 1,000 tits, nobody's just gonna be outwardly fucking tits in front of everybody.
Well, there's different stalls.
I'm saying if you give 1,000 men,
it's like like a Mr. Beast video. It's like the last one to masturbate with these tits wins $1,000, and it's just
the first one to come on these areolas wins $100,000 in a new house, and then we're still not gonna feed the hungry. Oh. Yo, Mr. Beast though is fire. He's a good dude apparently. I don't want to sound like I'm talking shit about him because apparently he gives a lot of money away, like people that actually.
No, I like the joke of him trapping a bunch of people in an enclosed area and telling them that they can't leave. It's
consensual.
No. I like the joke of
slavery. Is what you're telling me. That's what you're getting off on. No.
Shoving words in my mouth like your big fat fucking cock.
Big fat purple swollen cock apparently.
Big fat swollen
baby cock. Big fat swollen baby dick.
I was going to go there.
I'll go there.
It's yours. It's your cock. You can say what you want about it. I just it's like a little balloon animal, all like tied up.
Dude, that's such a good analogy. I feel like that might have been what it looked. I don't remember too well, but I feel like that. I'll tell you right now.
Like with the two.
Man, my mom could confirm. Probably
twist the head. You know what I mean?
I think my balls were fine. I think it was just my penis that got inflamed like a fucking blimp.
Like the blood rush to it?
When was the last time you used those tits? Like for a costume, not for any other purpose.
It's been a while.
Last Halloween, though, didn't you? I thought you went to like Chris's house.
We didn't do anything.
You didn't wear nothing? I haven't worn a costume in a long time. That's bound to change on the show.
Well,
I'm excited to do that.
Yeah.
There are going to be episodes where we're just randomly wearing some shit.
Yeah.
And like
I feel like we shouldn't even mention it. You know what I mean?
Oh, well, that's
don't
all
even acknowledge it.
That's all we'll say.
Yeah. I'll just come in dressed like OJ Simpson. Doesn't matter. Full blackface. That's a joke. I will not be doing that.
Thanks for clarifying. I want to segue. We've had a lot of penis talk. We've had a lot of this, a lot of that. I read something in the news.
Right.
And this is one of the things I actually didn't send you. Actually, no, I think maybe I did, but I'm not sure if you acknowledged it or not yet. Florida man. We're off to a hot start already. You could...
you're listening, Florida man.
I could make a podcast and call it Florida Man, and we could just talk about every Florida man story that there is. I lived in Florida for 10 years.
Right.
And
I've been there once.
I can verify that people down there are a different breed.
Right.
You have two types of people, for the most part. Obviously, there's outliers, but like you have two types of people. You have the old retired people living like Boca and Tampa, and nice, suburban area, whatever. And then you got the rest of fucking Florida, which is a bunch of crazy motherfuckers. People out there are like wicks are pretty popular in Florida, like the Island Boys. Island Boy. Like where the fuck did they go?
I was about to say, what happened to them?
I haven't seen them in months.
I think
shout out to the Island Boys. I would love to have them on this.
If you haven't been murdered by the CIA, we haven't seen them in a long time.
No, dude, the CIA don't give a f. The CIA is promoting guys like that. They want the public to be just like them.
Oh, they want us distracted. Yeah, I know.
Island Boys, if you're listening, bro, love the hustle. I think you guys are probably doing just fine. Based off of their physical appearance and their personalities, they're smart, well-rounded kids. Come on the show. But I'm saying Florida, like...
Well, I just wanted to go on a quick tangent about the CIA before we leave that.
Okay, good.
I just think it's so unfortunate that John F. Kennedy's head just exploded like that. And there was no bullet that was shot from a gun from a CIA agent at all. And I just think that,
whether the conspiracy theory is true or not, they framed a person to have shot him.
Well...
Okay, my history ain't great. And I know it's not John Wilkes Booth. He shot fucking Lincoln. He shot the link,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. The Florida thing, the Island Boys, I think, are just people that went viral. There's a lot of people I feel like that are quite similar to that, not maybe lacking face tattoos and things like that, but that's really, truly, I do believe a lot of what I remember from Florida were people that were very similar to that. Nothing wrong with it. Live your life. But I saw this article online. Florida Man was the title, and obviously it had more to it, but let me give you a little bit of backstory. Colin, let's say you're a man from Florida, and
50% there.
let's say,
I'm a
hypothetically
man.
speaking, you like to sell stuff. You're a salesman. You're not a salesman type, are you? You could, right? If you needed to. You know, like to sell some stuff. Let's say you wanted to sell fucking crack.
It's a booming business.
This guy in Florida. Now, I don't have the article in front of me. I apologize. But this is what I read. Florida man was arrested for wearing a shirt that said drugs are bad. And then below that it said, no, but seriously, I have drugs if you want them.
Oh, that's just a good shirt.
You want to know what he was arrested for? Possession of drugs with intent to sell.
No way.
So,
What?
let me ask you a question.
No.
Let me ask you a question.
Not him.
Let's just say most businesses will advertise their product. That's like kind of the idea of business. You
Yeah,
advertise
that's how
what
you
you
get
do,
up there,
whatever.
yeah.
Not drugs.
You know,
Because I think it's less than legal.
well, they advertise nicotine. That's
Yeah,
a
but
drug.
that's not, I mean, Uncle Sam deems it legal.
Uncle
we could do
Sam
it-
could suck my fucking dick.
Uncle Sam just wants a profit out of it. And if that leads to cancer, that's fine. But my point is,
Uncle Sam, you want to taste these fucking balls?
no, but in all sincerity,
Yeah, all in all sincerity, you want to taste these fucking balls, Uncle Sam? Your
If a
stupid
man-
fucking hat.
ooh, there's
Stupid, your stupid fucking coattails.
Here's another
It's
really good one.
2023, you fucking dumbass.
dude, he's like, here's another one, and I actually kind of want to know your opinion on this.
I drove through the town where he was from.
I'm going to tell you a news article that I saw.
When I was up in Vermont, we drove through the
Uncle
town he
Sam?
was from, yeah.
I want
Jackass.
to tell you one more news article because the Florida man thing that just kind of speaks on the stupidity of people, and the guy was obviously cracked out. But there's another news article. I'm just going to tell you the title of the news article. I kind of want you to dive in on pure assumptions based off the title. You tell me what you think happened. I'll tell you what actually happened. Okay. Title is 29-year-old posing as a teenager tries to attend high school.
Okay.
Now, I had assumptions of my own before I read the story. Okay? I really want to hear what your immediate thoughts are and what you think. First of all, what kind of a person is doing that? Give me like who comes to mind? Who's doing that? In real life, 29, posing as a high schooler. Who's doing that?
You know, someone who's just looking to get some yum puss.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And there is something.
Describe 'em.
It's wrong. That's wrong. I'm not saying that's not. You disgusting, filthy piece
When
of shit.
I first read that headline,
Yeah.
first thing I thought was like, this is some sick bastard trying to fuck kids.
Right.
Right?
Oh, don't tell me it's wholesome.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. But it ain't kid fucking.
Right.
Okay? So my initial assumption was, okay, some dude's out there horned up trying to get some puss in high school. You know, probably a little bit more on the awkward side in high school, whatever. It wasn't even a man. Shocked me.
Curveball.
That's a curveball in itself. Not to say that I'm just basing off statistics. There's more sexual predators that are men by a significant amount than women.
Oh yeah.
And so it was a 29-year-old woman. And it wasn't sexually motivated. You know what it was? She was disappointed in herself career-wise, wanted to go back to high school and try it again.
Wow.
She just wanted to beat the system.
Wow.
Why don't you just go to fucking college? People
Wait,
do that all the time.
I don't understand.
She
She
wanted to
would've-
redo high school. I'm
But-
sure that there's more reasons. Let's be real. 29-year-old, you little fucked if you're going back to high school. You're trying to pose as like a 16-year-old girl. You know what I mean? I genuinely thought this is some like. That's usually the part of the video I skip. You know what I mean?
Right.
I thought it was some, like, a
Right.
porno that
Right.
we were reading. Like, oh, you know, Johnny Sins is 16, just got his license, gonna go pick up his girlfriend with his fucking hog that's the size of the fucking Eiffel Tower. You know what I mean?
It's got the nice taper.
His dick is straight as fuck.
Eases you in real
His
nice.
dick is straight as fuck, by the way. From what my recollection, I got a little bit of it,
It's been a while since I've seen his penis.
Maybe it's been a while for me. I don't know. I'll go for it, But
I think we should take a minute and make the hand that is the famous bald people of the world.
ooh, okay. Are you doing like a Mount Rushmore or a hand for 5?
No, this is just a hand. No, not Mount Rushmore. We're not calling these people good or anything. These will be good bald people and bald people.
So these are just bald people that come to mind.
Yeah, well, it's based on the size and shape of your fingers. Like this one's Dana White, you fat piece of shit.
Okay. I don't want to do that. I don't want to call
This
people
one's
out
Jason
like that.
Statham because it's my favorite. And this one, I would say is.
I love you, Dana White. You smacked the shit out of your wife.
I have no
though.
affiliation with you, you fat piece of shit.
I want to say, by the way,
my middle finger is also Dana White. Fuck you.
why do you hate
And
Dana
then-
White so much?
I'm bouncing off of you liking him. But
I don't think. Here's the thing. I don't know that I would say I like him. I like the UFC.
I think
and I like his
my
whiskey.
default emotion is fuck you until you give me a reason to not say fuck you.
Yeah, it's
And
like
Dana White
flawed
has
as
not.
fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll tell you
I
what,
agree.
though,
I'm
your
mentally
feelings are
ill.
more justified now than ever after him. What recently came out?
Yeah,
about
I
him
felt
smacking
the
his
same
wife.
way before.
Which is crazy because usually it's like innocent until proven guilty. You're a big innocent until guilty until proven innocent guy.
You have to give me a reason to like you. Yeah.
Yeah, but
At default, I don't.
I
like
think that no, actually, I think that depends on the mood that you're in though.
Yeah,
Because if you're in a like, if you're feeling regular,
I think I'm definitely bipolar in some way.
no, let's not do that. Come on.
No, I'm not. We're not.
I
doing
think
it.
it's just a matter of. I think most people are like that though. If I'm in a certain mood, I'm inherently not going to enjoy talking to people, especially
Right.
people I don't know.
Right.
But like, for me, I just like the UFC. I like Dana White's whiskey. Howlerhead's
these
fucking
nuts.
phenomenal, dude. I'm not even kidding. Howlerhead might be one of my favorite whiskeys that I've tried, especially by someone who is like a celebrity that's made their own alcohol. But Dana White smacked the living piss out of his wife, apparently. I didn't see the video. Apparently she hit him first. I don't know. First of all, it don't matter to me. But,
I feel like we weren't meant to know this much about what's going on in the world, but it's just part of what's gonna lead to our downfall as a civilization. But it's all right.
we're already going down. Buddy.
No, we're going.
When people like
fucking-
you and I...
Call me Bruce Springsteen. We're going down.
When people
You
like
know?
you and I can sit down over a glass of whiskey...
Wait. I'm going down by Bruce Springsteen.
I don't know if I know that one.
I'm on down, 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 down. I'm on down.
Yo, you got like a
down,
low-key
down.
good control of your voice. You ever thought about singing?
I
Yeah,
do it to
control.
keep myself awake on the way to work.
You never thought about looking in the mirror and just being like, you know what I mean? Just a little bit of, hey, how you doing? Singing to yourself.
We're not going to pretend like that was good, though.
No, I'm not saying that.
But
I'm saying,
would you pay for that? It sounds like someone dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna disagree with you
no.
there. Can I ask you a question? What do you got against bald people, bro?
I don't.
It's not a choice. Most of the time, you mentioned that you think you would just get positive, but that doesn't work for 90% of the people that try. You know that, right?
No, yeah. No, there's other ones, though.
I think I could name more good bald people than bad bald people, right? I don't even know if I know any bad bald people. I don't know many bad people. Well, it's not true.
I think every human's bad inherently, but
I don't know. I think you have to get fucked up to be fucked up.
you gotta get fucked up to be fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I'll cheers to that. Yo, don't let me fucking hang and get in
Yeah,
there. Just suck my fucking.
Just ask that one art school student.
What are you talking about?
One bad day.
Oh, you're talking about the kid in what is it,
No.
Iowa, Idaho?
No.
What the
Oh,
fuck
I
are you
was talking about Hitler.
He was an art student?
Yes. He was a failed art student.
Bro, I don't know much about Hitler.
They said, hey, your pagans are dog shit. Get the fuck out of here. And then he was like, I hate Jewish people.
Was it a Jewish
that?
person?
Don't clip that. Don't clip that. That's a quote.
Was that? Was it a Jewish person that said your art sucks,
I don't
dick?
know. I don't know that much.
Yo, let me be real with you really quick.
I'm more, jumping.
Yeah. But like,
from point to point.
it's almost like what's the word? You know how like in the movie Joker they showed you like the mental deterioration, how he got all fucked up. You're trying to paint it like that. Sure, he's not just like a short douche.
Oh yeah, he is. But yeah, I think he can be both.
Apparently, he had a baby dick.
Definitely, and one fucking testicle, that piece of shit.
He had one testy.
Yeah, you didn't know this,
dude. I don't know much about Adolf except for he's a piece of shit that hated Jews, bro. I don't, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. History was my worst subject in school.
History was my best subject.
Yeah, that's most people. I'm not that. Yeah, I did stupid shit like that.
I am not most people. But
yeah, I don't know much about Adolf.
Adolf.
Well, you being Jewish, no,
1%.
I mean, it's Jewish.
It's in there.
You're not, but like you have it.
It's like my pinky nail is Jewish. You know what I mean? That's what the 1%. My toe.
So this motherfucker had the audacity to grow a mustache like a skid mark.
Which that mustache was very popular, and then Hitler had it, and everyone's like, "Oh, we can't have that mustache."
Yeah, well,
anymore.
the Nazis probably thought it looked good.
Well, no. Here's the thing. It was very like, you know why Charlie Chaplin had that mustache too? Because it was just like a very common mustache before.
Just like a fucking shit stain right in the middle.
Just a little tiny.
How the fuck? Look, before Adolf, how did anybody look at that and be like, "Yo, keep that"? I'm not one to talk.
Move that soul patch.
This doesn't look good.
Put it right up here.
This doesn't look good.
You go from a guy from Chicago to Adolf.
You go from Howie Mandel.
You go from a Howie
to fucking. You go from fucking.
Howie is my ring finger.
Deal or no deal to fucking Hail the Fuhrer in fucking 2 seconds. You know what I mean? Just by moving it a couple inches. Deal or no deal. Hey, another bald guy, right?
No,
talk about full circle. Howie Mandel. He's fake as fuck, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Fuck it. That's probably the only
I think
one.
if you're afraid of germs, that's just a sign that,
bro,
just roll over and die.
I will.
Because germs are everywhere.
I will be honest with you.
If you're like, oh, that's dirty. Oh, it's covered in germs. Everything's covered in germs.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm going to put you into a fucking mental spiral. Everything's covered in germs. You can wash anything as many times as you want.
I think there's levels to it,
It's never going
though.
to be clean.
I think there's
it's
levels
never
to
going
it.
to be clean. Because as soon as you clean something, something's just going to fly right onto it again that you can't even see. It's done.
You can't see it.
It's a moot point.
But like, I'm a little bit of a germaphobe. But I think there's levels to this shit. I think being skeeved out by absolutely everything because of germs is one thing, and that's fine. People are like that, whatever. But like, I don't like people coughing in my fucking mouth.
Well, that's different.
I don't like when people around me are like clearly sick.
Yeah, no,
and
that's
they're like
that's
all
different.
over me and shit.
I feel like that's different. Yeah.
But this is not meant to be taken as any sort of an informative podcast whatsoever. The most informative thing that we've talked about between the two of us in several years is what male celebrity we would suck off
Chris
first.
Evans.
We both agree.
Yeah. Which I just watched him in The Gray Man. He's hot as a villain.
Yeah.
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 What are you doing with that?
He wore a sweater, like a nice sweater polo, because I guess those are getting in now.
I don't fucking. I'm wearing.
I watched it while I was in Vermont. I watched The Gray Man. It's where he's the main villain, and Ryan Gosling.
Don't even know.
And Ryan Gosling.
Yo, they had Gosling.
Hey, give me a movie with Ryan Gosling as the hero and Chris Evans as the villain.
Or vice versa.
I won't stop coming. You know. And then you throw Ana de Armas in there. Woo!
Who the fuck is that?
You don't know who Ana de Armas is?
I don't think so.
Gorgeous.
Is it sad that I know the men and not the women? That's a woman?
Yeah, you've seen her. You've seen her. She's been around. She's, in movies and. Oh, are you looking it up?
I want to, but no.
But because I'd heard people say that The Gray Man wasn't that good.
And what'd you think? Are you biased though because there's two sexy men in there?
I was also drinking while I was watching it, so it skewed me a little bit. But
you found it sexy.
Well, no, because it ends with what's hot? Because I'm putting myself in the head of the director here. It's like, okay, so we got Ryan Gosling and we got Chris Evans here as the two guys who are facing off. And how do we end this movie? And it's been out for a while, so spoilers. I don't give a shit.
Double hands. Takes two. The giant dick, you know?
I got 2 dicks. But so they're like, so how do we end this movie? It's like, how, we got 2 hot ass men. Well, the fight has to end in a water fountain where they get all wet and slippery and naughty, just beating the shit out of each other in a water fountain.
That was done on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
Shirtless. Did they cover up Chris Evans' tattoos?
they did.
What's up with that? Let him out.
Well, he never really had a shirtless scene.
Tattoos turn you on.
Yeah, sure.
You know what? This is perfect timing for actually my next conversation, and that is, with the whole idea of what we just spoke on. What would you say is your biggest turn on in general, and then what would you say is your biggest turn off? Because I have
Jesus.
one and the same. You want me to go first, or do you have one already? Something that came to mind.
Tax evasion.
Is a turn what?
Both.
Really? What the fuck? Why?
It's conflicting. Like, oh.
Are you like, oh, it turns you on because fuck the man?
Yeah, fuck
and
the
then
man.
it also turns you off because why? They're
Have a threesome
Jewish?
with the man.
Is that what it is, Colin?
Who said anything about that? I think that means you're racist.
You're probably right. Listen, why is it a turn on?
Or
Why is it a turn
anti-Semitic, I'm sorry. But what?
Why is it a turn on?
You know what I mean?
You didn't say anything. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I can see a scenario where you might find it attractive because it's usually like a business-minded person, probably has money like that. Money's a turn on? Is that what it is? Money's like, oh, okay.
I just said the first thing that came to my head, which was tax evasion.
All right, so let me give you mine. I've covered this. Not in
tax
a
reasons on the brain.
non-documented I've covered this, but I've covered this, and that is I'm not going to give last names, but I want to shout out to some person that for some reason takes this personally. Shout out to Gabe. Gabe is going to get the first shout out in the history of this show that we've uploaded. Big friend of the show.
We love you, Gabe.
You good? You done?
That's him slapping his fat fucking soda can cock.
Kid's got a fucking hog on him.
Got a soda can.
Kid's got a hog on him. No last names. Gabe. There's a lot of those guys out there. A lot of Gabes.
There are
We're talking
Gabes.
about the one whose penis is shaped like a fucking...
Soda can. Tall boy.
Yeah.
A tall boy.
A tall boy.
Yeah, a tall boy.
Kid's penis is...
It's scary.
I was going to say
We're not-
intimidating. It's
we're not gonna
intimidating.
say, like-
You're a chick.
No.
You're
Just stop. End it right there.
you're a female.
No.
You sucking that shit off? Are you fucking him?
No, I can't.
I'm not talking about him as a
not a
physical...
snake.
I'm talking about his penis
I'm
alone.
saying I'm not a snake. I can't
So that
hinge
shit's...
my fucking jaw.
You're
from
saying
this
that
massive
shit's so
dick.
fucking big and girthy that you're like, I can't. That's too much for me.
I'd have to unhinge my jaw and just like
My biggest turn
where does
on,
where does the jaw slot
and
out?
the
Like,
reason
where
why
does
I mentioned Gabe is because he takes it personally. He thinks that this is a personal shot at him. I don't know why, because in no realm have I ever even thought
Which
about
if you want a
Gabe's,
personal shot at you, I'll fucking come right on your fucking face.
you know.
Yeah. Right there.
Come on there, man. Gabe thinks this is a personal shot at him. This is not. I've been saying this since probably my freshman or sophomore year of high school, and this is so genuine. I mean this with every fiber of my... This isn't a bit. This isn't a joke. This isn't me trying to make something funny.
Is it a goof? Is it a...
It might be perceived as this is a funny thing to be turned on or turned off of. It's not to me. I'm very serious about this. Gabe, I love you with all my heart, and I have never thought about you in a sexual manner. So you haven't turned me off of friendship, if that's kind of why you're taking it personally. My biggest turn on and turn off is grammar. You want to know why? I like to listen to people talk, right? And what turns me on is spoken word. And I think that those that sound eloquent when they speak, it's just something about them. I mean, when you look at me in the eyes, let's say,
Got that sort of je ne sais quoi. Got that sort of I don't know what.
I like when someone speaks and they sound intelligent, or that they took the time to actually consider the words that they're using. I'm talking about this in a regular manner. Like, I'm not actually like this in casual conversation.
Right.
But for some reason, good grammar gets me going. And bad grammar is like kind of turns me off. Like, for instance, and I've made this joke before, but I think I mean this as serious as I can be.
Right.
Let's say you and a girl, right? You guys are going at it. And she's a talker. Maybe she likes to say things during sexual intercourse. And she says, "Oh, yeah, you fuck me so good." I'm pulling out.
What's going on with this?
I'm pulling out. I'm walking away. "You fuck me so good." Oh, that feels, that you do it so good. You know what I mean?
Where are you going with this?
That's horrible. What do you mean, where am I going with this? This is face value. There's no hidden stories here.
Okay.
If you said, "Oh, yeah, you do that so well," I'm coming right then and there. I'm not even kidding. The fact of the matter is, if it's natural...
So, what's the extreme of that? So, like, you're saying, like, speaking eloquent.
Just proper
Did that turn you
grammar.
on, saying eloquent instead of...
Sure.
Okay.
That's why I'm biting my nails. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous, but I'm serious.
No, I could see it,
I think
But,
it's more of a turn off than it is a turn on, to be perfectly honest with you.
Well,
When
no, like,
someone
what's
is
the
talking and they're saying shit that's like, okay, do you just... This person does not sound like they have any idea how to formulate a sentence. It turns me off. I wouldn't say that good grammar, proper grammar, turns me on in a sexual way, but it certainly turns me off in a sexual way.
Well, now, like, what's the extreme side of that now?
In what sense? What do you
Now,
mean?
saying, like, when you lay thy bosom
No, see, that's...
on mine,
cock. You said bosom, but you said cock. Okay, no.
member? Would that
No,
work better?
that...
Penis?
I'm being serious. Like, I
Penile.
swear to God, this is true. Like, that, no. If I don't want to hear, like, the king's English, you know what I mean? The queen's English, well, the fuck, she's dead.
Yeah, you dead. Bra.
What are you saying? Broad?
Beautiful.
What the fuck were you about to say?
Old queen.
I don't know what you were gonna say. I have no idea, but it sounds like you want to just move on, and that's okay.
Beautiful queen.
I don't know what you were.
Elizabeth. Rest in peace.
Nah, dude, I don't want to feel like I'm talking. I don't want to feel like I'm getting sexy with like William Shakespeare.
Getting
That's what
sexy
you're
with the
saying.
queen.
Yeah, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is definitely more so on the turn off. It's kind of like names for me. Like, I know you're passionate about this one because I've heard you talk about this. I'm not sure. Like, names are big for me too. Like, if your name is like Bart, how are you gonna fuck Bart?
I mean, I'd like to see your... I'd love to meet your
Bart.
parents, Marge and Homer, Get the fuck out of here.
No, like,
That's stupid.
come on, like what are like there? Because like there are names that sound sexy,
Right. But, I mean...
and then
how do
there are
you-
names that are like not sexy at all. And
Hey,
I'll be the first to
you
say
can't
my name is
sexualize
not
Bart.
sexy.
Well, because it's generic.
Yeah, that's not sexy.
No.
Sexy is some genericness to it, perhaps, but like, how do you like Jonathan? It's like,
Well, now, what does Jonathan mean?
I don't know, bro.
You haven't looked it up? No, really? No, because I've looked up what Colin means.
What's Colin mean?
It's the Irish version of Nick.
So it's just a different language, essentially.
I don't know.
What is Nick? Latin?
I don't fucking know.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Who knows what the fuck? I'm sure my mom
Just
had some
sounds.
sort of religious, biblical reason for naming.
Yeah, like Saint John.
I'm sure there was some like Book of John or whatever, but my name is not Jonathan. It's Jonathan.
Right.
But there's nothing sexy about that. You know what I mean?
John.
Like, you know how like every once in a while, like
I mean, you got Dear John. You got
like can you name a sexy male and female name? Like something's like
Dear
that's-
John. That's a sexy John right there.
No. We're not talking about like just straight up like if your name is this, you're given some sexy points. Fuck personality, looks, all that. If your name is this, your name is at least sexy.
Antonio Banderas.
Like Antonio's
is
sexy,
that?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Antonio's not Antonio Brown.
Antonio.
But Antonio's sexy.
Antonio Banderas.
And then like what about a female name? Like Antonio? Like imagine Imagine you got a buddy named Antonio.
Antonio.
And he hooks up with a girl whose name is like fucking
And you can shorten it to Anthony if you want, but keep it in Antonio.
Tony, you know.
And he could throw Tony. But keep it in Antonio, because Antonio, it's got some fucking weight to it. You got fucking slapping around that, you slapping around that Antonio, you know what I
Like
mean?
Antonio, like you said, that's a sexy name. Shout out to all the Antonios. Like, but what's a sexy girl name off the top? Candace. Nah.
Can't stick figure in your mouth. Yeah.
It definitely can't.
No, probably. But,
Definitely can't. I've heard about the hook. I ain't going in there. I know this is supposed to be funny, but I'm not making it that way because, you know, if you have good grammar and your name is like fucking Judith, or excuse me, if you have shitty grammar, your name is like Judith,
Meredith.
you're like the odds are stacked against you as far as making me ready. You know what I mean? I'm not about it. You know what I mean? There's got to be something like language.
Je ne sais quoi.
There. Sure. I don't like that word though.
Means I don't know what. It's French for I don't know what.
You know?
Everything I know is not from high school. You failed me high school. But
Do you retain any knowledge from high school?
no.
That's quick as fuck. What any lessons at all? Like
Nope.
academically life lessons from high school?
Nope.
High school was really a waste of 4 years.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
all the way around.
Yep.
College was a waste for the most part.
Didn't even do it.
It kind of did trade.
Yeah, it was a waste.
I think I learned.
I could
things,
have just learned welding on the job. But
I think I
just
learned
went to
from high school,
for it, you know?
but it was more like social things. And if I learned anything from high school that was social, it was well after high school that I realized you're just kind of a loser.
Oh, why would you say that about me?
I'm saying me.
Oh, call me.
I'm saying I was just kind of like a fucking weird dude.
saying I'm a weird dude. Why? Why
But
am I
at the
catching these
same
strays for
time,
no
it
reason?
kind of comes full circle because here I am recording myself talking about the 15%, the 13% of me that's gay.
Well, because here's the thing, and this has just happened. This wasn't planned out for me in my life, but as of this recording right now, I've kissed more men than women in my life, and that's just how that cookie's crumbled. You know, this is just how it is. You know,
Let me ask you a question.
what's up?
If you saw me in handcuffs, what crime would you assume I've committed if no one told you anything? It's like, oh shit, he's...
Arson.
So, wait, what? Why? Arson? Burn? You think I'm burning something down? What?
You're a big Usher guy.
I'm a big what guy?
You're a big Usher guy.
Oh, because of the song? I'm a big R&B guy.
Burn, 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 burn.
No, like, so arson, like, genuine or just, like... Seriously, what crime do you think I would have committed if you saw me fucking in handcuffs on the back of the fucking thing? I'm like, oh, take me away, fuck all you,
Take me away.
take me away,
I sick of
Shout out to that person.
You know.
What
you know
crime?
who you are.
I'll tell you right now. If I saw
Tax
you in
evasion.
really,
Maybe.
you think I would commit
You're
tax
smart
fraud?
enough.
I mean, first of all, thank you.
Because like I make jokes about tax evasion, but I use TurboTax, not a sponsor.
Well,
but-
that would be from the business aspect of things,
right.
If that were, you know what, that's not a bad answer because I feel like, I'll tell you right now, I would never intentionally evade taxes because I don't want to go to
We
prison.
never do. No, we never.
But like, I
do.
feel like it could be an accident. I don't fucking know.
What would your role be in prison? Since we're on that, because mine, I'm a fuck toy.
Yeah, you're just too.
Look at me.
You're
No,
just
look
too
at me.
good looking.
No, look at me.
You're
Look at me. I'm
like,
small. I am 150 pounds soaking fucking wet. Okay, I'm.
but like you look like you're
they're
pretty.
they will toss me around.
They'll look at you and be like, "Yo, you pretty."
Yeah, no, I wouldn't even be able to make the decision for myself to be a fuck toy.
you gonna like clench if they try to fuck you, or you just be like, "Screw it, I'm here."
Oh, like the doctor when they put the finger in my ass, yeah. Grip right onto it. You can't leave
Most
yet.
people don't know what you're talking about. I do, and I'll tell you right now. You think you're getting fucked? I mean, you're getting fucked.
Yeah.
If you're the fuck toy, you're getting fucked. You're sucking dick in prison.
If I don't, I die.
You think so?
I get shanked.
I'll probably be the same. If
I'm
being
not.
real, right?
You know.
I don't think that we're much
but
different
then,
in that regard.
But then you take it for
I'm
a
not
while.
fucking a whole lot of dudes up in
Well,
prison.
no, you take it for a while, right? And you're taking it. You're taking a lot of dick. You're just, you're the little cum dumpster. You're just unloading into you, and you're farting cum bubbles all the time, right? But then you get them used to it to the point where now you have control over them, and now you're like, oh yeah, you want.
Oh,
to fuck
you get
this
them
ass.
hooked.
Exactly.
Oh, you're telling
And
me
now
you're trying to
the
get
one-
them that
and
want.
then, no,
They
it
want that
eventually
ass.
flips around.
And you're holding down on them.
The power flips.
So
right?
you're like, oh, I'm not gonna suck you unless you do something for me.
No, it's like,
type of
oh, you
deal?
want this fucking ass? Yeah.
Oh shit, you're gonna be a
fucking-
femdom in prison?
No, yeah, fuck yeah.
You're gonna stomp on balls? Whoa, dude, you're gonna stomp on balls with heels on?
I'm
Like,
gonna turn balls into fucking minced meat.
damn, dude, yo, that's maniacal as fuck. Which kind of leads me to what I think you would do
What's up?
if I saw you in handcuffs.
Right.
And we're gonna get back to this prison shit because that is I have a lot of theories of what would happen to me or you in prison.
Right.
If I saw you in handcuffs, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I would not murder. Okay, relax. Not murder, but I'll tell you what: assault and battery. You know why? I feel like you're just one day you could just, man, fuck, like just lose it on somebody. I could see you going to jail for like assault and battery
Let's hope I don't
on
get there,
like
yeah.
just a fucking regular old person.
It'd be so funny if we play this back after I'm arrested for assault and battery, and
I
then
could
after
see
that,
it.
it's just the Curb Your Enthusiasm thing.
So you go to jail for we'll say assault and battery because you just fucking snapped. You've had enough of people's shit. I go to jail for tax evasion, like you
I'm going
say.
to jail for putting salt on a battery. That's weird.
What would you?
Joe Biden's America's a weird America. That's illegal now. What?
So, let's say we meet up in prison, but we don't know. Like I'm in prison a couple days, you show up, right? I'm in there for tax evasion. You're in there for fucking somebody up because you just snapped, right?
But then I dive into that character.
Well, yeah. I mean, when you're in prison,
I'm the guy who snaps. I'm real quiet
when
until I
in Rome.
snap.
Yeah, like you're the shy. You're like the not. I wouldn't even say shy, but yeah, you're the quiet guy. But like, there's something
You say
behind
one
those
thing
eyes,
bad. You
and
say
you're just
one
gonna
thing.
slit their
I
fucking
have so
throat.
many. I have so many like things that piss me off. You say one of them, I'm gonna fucking slit your fucking throat.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
You got
I am.
triggers. You got real bad triggers.
In this scenario, not in real life.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like we end up in prison. We're both in there. What's the role? But like we're cellies. You and me, we're cellies. We're getting along. Obviously, we're friends. We're chilling.
Right.
What are we doing outside that fucking cell, though, dog? You said you're gonna femdom.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm going to try my damnedest to do the only fucking thing I'm good at on planet Earth. Genuinely, like at least to some degree, and I don't even think I'm that good at it. I'm just gonna try to like joke my way through everything, in which I'll probably get fucking.
It's a great
stabbed.
coping mechanism.
No, I'm serious.
It's a great coping
You're
mechanism.
gonna fuck, and you're gonna do such a good job sucking off these dudes and fucking riding those dicks that you're gonna be like, they're gonna go to you and be like, fuck, dude, I'm addicted to this kid's ass. You know what I mean? And you're gonna use that against them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you said,
The power's gonna
You
flip
like that
eventually.
ass, and you're gonna
Bet
dominate
you're
them.
fucking liking that.
What am I gonna
shit.
do? Because I don't have that in me.
Yeah.
I don't have that in me.
No, you'll have something.
What am
in
I?
you.
What am I gonna do? I feel like if I'm in prison, I don't have that in me. I can't do that. So what am I? No, for real. You're not gonna
Yeah,
fuck.
for real.
You think would you get power hungry? Would you get like power hungry because of your ass? To the point where you'd probably try to fuck me. You gonna fuck me?
Oh, fuck you.
Christ. But like you know what I mean though. Like at some point it's gonna be like you're gonna start off with like you're the quiet guy, maybe a little bit of shy. You're willing though, so
Quiet
you
guy,
suck
a little
some-
bit of
You
shy.
suck your way to the top of the
Loving
totem
me
pole.
some tall glass
Eventually
of rye.
though, you're gonna be like head honcho because you got such a good ass. But I'm gonna try my best to get through without getting fucked or fucking any other male.
Right.
Are you gonna get power hungry to the point where like
Or non-binary.
you kind of protect me? I feel like you'd protect me based off of the hierarchy of your ass for the sexual favors that you're giving out. You're like, no, don't worry, he's with me.
Like, if I'm
he
gonna-
doesn't do the same stuff, but he's with me, and I'll suck you if you leave him alone.
Right.
So like, I think eventually, do you think you get so power hungry that you're gonna make me suck you and do the whole switcheroo, and now you're fucking
I
everybody?
mean, it depends if you
Instead of
need
getting
something.
fucked? No. So that wouldn't be the situation. I'm saying, would you turn on
say?
me? Would you turn on me?
Turn on you.
Yeah.
No.
Not in a sexual manner, Connor.
No.
You wouldn't turn on
Did you
me?
say Connor?
I said Connor, didn't I?
Did you say
I
Connor?
think I might have said Connor.
Who's Connor?
I don't know, bro. Oh, man. Tell you what, though, that's going to be your name in prison, fucking Connor. I'm just going to be, yo, you could take over a whole prison with your ass, couldn't you?
Yeah,
And
it's
your
just
suck skills. You think you could suck a good dick?
with practice, you know.
I think as men, if we decided to be gay in 24 hours from now.
Well, first off, it's not a decision, but
I walked right into that one. I'm saying if tomorrow something in our heads just like flicked and we're gay.
right.
Do you think that inherently because a man knows how it feels that we're better at sucking dick? You think gay dudes are better at sucking dick than straight women?
I think if
Because a woman can learn how it feels by like positive reinforcement.
what's up? You know, if you just get some positive reinforcement in there.
Don't clip the. Yo, I pray to God my in-laws never see this shit, dude.
Jesus fucking. Oh.
Do you think a man sucks better peeing than a woman? Answer the question.
I think every situation's different.
Yeah, but
do
you think the best dick sucking man would outperform the best dick sucking woman if the person receiving was blind?
You know,
answer it. Just give me a definitive.
I don't think gender comes into the factor.
Fucking.
We all got mouths.
What's
we
your
all got
assumption?
teeth.
I need you to answer this question. Just pick a side. Which one?
Pick a side.
Pick a side.
Non-binary.
The man or the woman?
Non-binary.
The man or the woman?
Non-binary.
Who's better at sucking dick? Come
Non-binary.
on. Who's better at sucking dick?
Non-binary.
Stop it. That's not an of the two options, man.
Oh,
or
that's
woman.
not an answer.
Of the two options presented to you, man or woman, at their best, who's the best at sucking?
Other. I don't know. I'm just being difficult.
Answer the fucking question. Just do it. First thing that comes to your
so
head.
much
Tip
that
of your
goes
tongue.
into
Tip of your
it.
tongue. Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? We'll get into why. Just tell me why. Who is it?
I can't say.
Just fucking
I don't
choose,
know.
Colin.
I have no basis on a blowjob. I don't know. I got no clue. It's a fairy tale to me. I don't know shit.
Look at you. Look at you. Fishing for blowjibs right now.
I am not.
Somebody out there's like, oh, I'll suck you, Colin.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You're looking for some free
I'm not
head.
fishing for
You're
anything.
fishing for some blows. I think it would be the men. You want to know why?
Why is that?
Because what can a woman do better than a man?
That was a really good entertaining impression. Jesus Christ. You had the cadence and everything.
You should be drinking sparkling water.
You like my Bugatti?
By the way, is he dead? He's not dead. He got out. I saw a video of him getting out.
I saw a picture of him looking unkempt. He's got a
What is that?
unkempt,
What the fuck is...
unshaven.
Oh, see, I'm big on the English language. I didn't know that. Unkept.
Did you like? Did I turn you on?
I mean, just don't look.
It's a little more.
More than
Just
you
a
saw
little more
before.
down there, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably purple and swollen now.
Is that how it gets?
It's left to be desired, you know. It's up to interpretation.
You call that little Thanos down there?
Dude, imagine your dick was Thanos.
Like purple?
That's a power move, bro.
Well,
I mean, everybody's...
you got to get an Infinity Gauntlet cock ring.
Yo, that's a great idea. And, like, they all have different settings. Bro, we just made a sex toy.
My thumb just cracked.
I heard that.
Yeah. I can't bend my thumb.
How long do you think you'd last in prison? Assuming our theories about like you sucking your
Well,
way
I
to the
gotta
top.
be like, listen.
How long can you hold? Like, can you hold that?
Prison doesn't sound that bad, to be honest. I mean, like, it's not good, you know. But like, when you break it down, like, you got a
As
lot
a
of
man-
free time to work out, sleep. You know,
Yeah, but as a man who's willing to get
fucked
fucked
in the ass.
you're willing. I'm not saying it's your go-to. I'm not saying
No, I'm
it's
not.
something you're
I won't
looking
be asking for it, but
I
if-
think there's a point
If
that
that's
you're
the
willing.
role that's set for me in prison, then that's the role that's
I
set
would have
for
to
me.
be raped.
Call me Sam Bankman-Fried. You know what I mean? But
Jesus.
what? You know who he is?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's not ringing a bell.
No.
I just can't imagine it's a good thing.
Recently went to jail.
For
Stealing money.
okay, pretty average so
Sam
far.
Bankman-Fried.
Sigmund.
No, Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah, what did that have to do with what you're saying? What did he do that correlates to?
Because he's gonna get fucked in the ass in
Okay,
jail.
okay,
Because he's got that pudgy little face of his. But
Who is this guy? Just a random person that went famous for doing something
Well, he
wrong, or-
moved to the Bahamas.
Is he a celebrity already, though?
For the wrong reasons, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what makes a celebrity? You know what I mean?
I mean, basically what you said. Most of the...
News, you know.
Can I... Kim K. She's a celebrity for the wrong reasons or the right reasons?
Well, it traces back to OJ. You didn't know this?
Elaborate.
Her father was his,
Yeah. Lawyer.
yeah.
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 What does that have to do with her sucking off Ray J on camera?
I said OJ.
I said Ray J.
I said OJ.
And then I said... No, was it Ray J? I think it was Ray J. Kim Kardashian really got famous for blowing a black dude on camera.
But if you want to go all the way back,
Which, I mean, fuck
OJ.
it. Why not?
OJ.
He's your inspiration.
We know you're... No.
You told me before we started that...
I think he's great
OJ
at
is your
avoiding
biggest
a
inspo.
crime.
I think he's great at... You think he's great at avoiding a crime?
Oh, yeah. He's doing a great job. He's out there looking for the killer.
I'll tell you right now, he's the only person in the world that made me want a white Ford Bronco.
Oh, every time I see a white Ford Bronco, I scream, "White Ford Bronco!"
I can't...
Even if it's not white. Oh.
Do you think that... do you think Kim Kardashian would be as famous as she is had it not been for the sex tape?
Probably not.
You don't think she would have gotten there
It's a
eventually?
butterfly effect for everything.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that catapulted her to... And her
Oh,
whole...
absolutely, yeah.
Not even to make a joke, I think her sucking that dick catapulted her whole family. The Jenners and the Kardashians. And I'm not a fan of any of them, to be honest, except for
And the
maybe
Wests.
Kendall. What?
And the Wests.
Kanye. What happened to Kanye, man?
Where are you, Kanye?
Kanye, if you're listening right now,
What happened, Kanye?
you're not. But, man, I loved Kanye.
Let's get you on the show.
I would love nothing more than to sit here and just pick his brain. From so many different outlets of life, from his conspiracy theories to his genuine augmented sense of reality to music to just I would...
Because musically, he's a genius.
He
but-
is someone I could genuinely sit down with. Just even if I completely disagree with some of the things that he's saying, I could sit there and pick his brain forever.
Yeah.
And it would never end.
Yeah.
I feel like at some point it would somehow get hostile and he would want to hurt me. But I think...
Yeah, but that's when you cut it. That's when you say, "Oh, we're done here," you know.
You do not have the answers, Sway!
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Look, I love Kanye. I still love Kanye. I have a place in my heart for Kanye. I almost have a sympathetic place in my heart for Kanye. And I think that's mostly because at one point he was looked at as a genius. And I think now that people don't look at him like that. I think now people look at him like he's fucking a mental case. And
You could be both.
but I'm not sure.
You could be both.
I'm really not sure because as two men that are completely disconnected from what's actually going on behind the scenes in the world,
right.
how do we know he's not? How do we know he's not? How do we know he is a mental case? How do we know what he's saying ain't true? It could be. I don't fucking know. Look, man, that's all. All I'm saying is that he might be a head case, but he also might not be.
On what grounds?
I'm not saying anything specifically that he said. I'm saying that
No, I
there's
know, I'm
probably
kidding.
been some things to have happened to him since his rise to probably the most successful rapper of his generation when he was really popping.
Yeah.
Because like when he was popping, it was
Popping
it was
that-
it was
popping that
Kanye,
asshole.
it was Jay-Z. I would even say like fucking Kid Cudi, maybe Eminem. Like there's a list of guys that were popping when Kanye was at his peak. Like during the Graduation albums, Late Registration albums, some of the
Popping
greatest
to his assholes.
in my opinion, those are some of the greatest like pieces. 808s and Heartbreaks. I don't know if you listen to Kanye like that, but I still listen to old Kanye a lot. Like he was a mogul at one point.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's just now he is genuinely and wholeheartedly just a meme.
It's sad.
It is sad.
No, I think it's sad that no one is... because, like, obviously what he's saying is wrong, but you shouldn't really give him the platform to speak in that way, and you should just give him the help he needs, you know what I mean? But do I know the help he needs? Absolutely fucking not. I'm just a shitty welder from Pennsylvania. I don't know anything. But, you know,
The fact of the matter... Here's a great segue. Not really even a segue, but a way to kind of combine the last two
itching for you.
conversations into one. Who's the bigger head case, Kanye or OJ? I think this one's obvious.
It's Kanye.
You actually think Kanye's a bigger head case than OJ Simpson?
OJ knows exactly what he's doing.
But he fucking murdered somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Kanye might be a complete head case, but he ain't killing nobody.
I'm going back on it. No, it's...
Because I think that OJ has told himself the same lies that he's told everybody, so much to the point where he genuinely believes he didn't kill his wife.
Yeah.
To the point where I think if you hook this motherfucker up to a lie detector...
acted before he knows how to act.
I think that if you hooked OJ Simpson up to a lie detector, even if he murdered his wife, and he said he didn't on the lie detector test, it would show that he's not lying. Because I genuinely believe at this point that he believes...
I think more recently, Kanye, but overall... OJ, because he murdered his wife, and that's a little. That's not. I'm sorry, OJ.
How do you feel about
that's a little wacky to murder your wife and a Jewish man?
How do you feel about the theory of his son doing it? Because I think there's a lot of evidence.
How old
that
would he be
supports
at
that.
the time of the murder?
To be honest, I don't know. That's probably something I should probably figure out. Colin, amongst the time that we've been sitting here, we've learned a lot about each other.
Oh, are we ending it on OJ?
Probably should have been ended on OJ a long time ago. Colin, do you want like your socials involved in this? Like maybe people follow you and
maybe in the future.
Yeah.
I don't think mine's built for.
I agree. So for those that are listening, first of all, I want to say thank you for tuning in. This is technically take 2 of episode 1. It could be episode 1. This could be episode 35. This could be a pilot. Who fucking knows what we're going to do with this absolute dumpster fire that we just created. Thank you for tuning in to the episode, regardless of what number it is. Follow the Whiskey Talks podcast on all social media platforms. YouTube, fucking Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. I'm sure we got other shit. Listen to us on, watch the video on
Truth
YouTube.
app.
Yeah, for sure. listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. Those are the your typical podcasting outlets. We're gonna try to do this on a weekly basis, right? We're gonna try to do an episode per week. I'm gonna make a little proclamation. I think we're gonna do Wednesdays every morning. On a Wednesday, we're gonna publish an episode to come out on all those platforms. Follow us on all sorts of social media because we're going to be doing miscellaneous videos throughout, every once in a while. We're going to upload clips. We're going to do a bunch of different shit, man. We're just going to have a good time. You want to come with us? Come with us. Colin, anything you want to say before we say fuck off? I have to piss terribly, by the way. And that's my biggest reason for rushing the end of this because I have to pee.
Tiny fucking bladder.
Yeah. And I haven't had that much. I haven't had a glass.
Hope you're all right, Kanye.
Yeah. That it?
Yeah.
Colin? Cheers. Thanks for stopping by. Whiskey Talks.
Fuck off.
Lick my balls.
Suck my dick.
Twice on a Tuesday.
But don't touch me. I don't want you anywhere near me.
I gotta pee so fucking.
Jackass.